Minnesota team is 5-0. A lot of it has to do with the way that they play defense. We talked a couple weeks ago about Sam Bradford's maturation, but if you look at the way that this team is built, it's on this defense, and on Sunday they proved it again. They were relentless again, and you watch it, and I mean, you played at a very high level, but it's got to be pretty amazing that they've kept this up for 5 games already and have yet to have a letdown, and they average about 12.5 points that they give up.
Well, they're playing, and I would say they're just playing ball. They're playing up to their level, and I think what happens is after you play at this level, you expect to be at this level. So that's what they're expecting themselves to do. So it's not really pressure on them or anything. To do less would be a disappointment within themselves. And I think what they're doing is they're establishing themselves as really the defensive line of this era, of this period, because 12.5 points a game, that's like unheard of.
As a defensive lineman and just playing on a defense, how much fun is that knowing that you get to go out there and you're playing with a lead as opposed to behind or a tie game or a low-scoring game? When you get up, your offense gets you up 14-0 on their first 2 drives, and you just go out there to be a relentless rushing defensive end or just part of a defense like they have where all 11 of those pieces work.
Well, it makes the game easier. What I mean by easier is, as for a player, practice is tough on you, but when you're already up in points, you feel as if the game it just goes so quickly.
Impressed you the most with Sam Bradford through his 4 games that he's played? The first game, Sean Hill came in, won him that game. The defense won him the game in Tennessee. But now you see Sam Bradford. He's yet to turn the ball over. He looks like he belongs. And of course, when they made the trade for him, everybody was so up in arms about that first-round pick and then the possible second-round pick, depending on how far the team goes. What impresses you the most about Sam Bradford?
Well, the one key statistic, he hasn't made any mistakes. He's probably at the top of the league. I don't know a quarterback in the league so far as 5 games into the season that hasn't had 1 turnover. I mean, that's even better than the best guys that are out there playing, like the Rodgers and the other guys too. Brady hasn't played, but, that means to me that he understands the pressure that's on him.
The Vikings are on their bye week. John, how long do the players normally get off for a bye week?
That kind of depends on the head coach. But, going in 5-0 like that, and where the game has changed now, I remember back with Coach Dennis Green, we would get like maybe a couple of days off. But when you're on a roll like this, for coaches and players, you get kind of superstitious. So you really don't want to relax every day. You want to come over to the facility. You want to kind of keep it going, keep the train moving. You want to kind of stay in rhythm. So I look for something. It may have a day off or 2, but I think for most of the guys, you coming back, you're watching film, you're looking at yourself on film, you're looking at you're looking at the next opponent, but you're just trying to stay in sync.
Let's give a huge round of applause for John Randall and Carl Eller. We'll be back next week. I will be joined by Laquan Treadwell. So show up next week for Thursday Night Lights out here at Mystic Lake.